the major finding that out of total 100% beneficiaries do not about the right to health. Percentage for Anganwadi worker do not visit at home found higher in scheduled caste and to OBC, that is 40% and 11% respectively. Similar pattern found between urban and slum. Percentage for Anganwadi workers do not visit home found higher in slum than to urban, that is 38.5% and 0% respectively. 30% beneficiary accepted that their children faced discrimination, and discrimination level found higher in slum than to urban, that is 23% and 0% respectively. Caste-wise data show that scheduled caste children face more discrimination compared to other backward caste, that is 20% and 11% respectively. Out of total, 52.2% beneficiary agreed that state machinery provides services according to the right-based approach, and 30.4% accepted that state adopted a charity-based approach. And the notion of charity-based approach of state found higher in scheduled caste compared to other backward caste, that is 60% and 11% respectively. And this is the positive impact found in overall finding that though people do not aware of rights and right discourse, but 87% of beneficiaries found positive change after joining Anganwadi center in one or other way. That is the conclusion that especially women are the most adversely affected segment of the society. Nevertheless, scheduled caste and to some extent other backward caste women found them in worst form of food insecurity and malnutrition. This phenomenon further aggravates the condition of child malnutrition, a severe threat to development of new generation. It is exemplified that food insecurity in women and malnutrition in children is not only a result of poverty, but what is most responsible factor is that the gender poverty and gender exclusion as a part of social exclusion. It is similar to what Arjun Sen Gupta said in their concept of extreme poverty, having a blend mix of income poverty, human development poverty, and social exclusion. And finally, food insecurity resulting from the practice of social exclusion is not only a development issue, but it is also a human rights issue. So, therefore, necessity of more comprehensive inclusive policy based on a right-based approach to development. These are the differences. And finally, I would like to thank my team, my supervisor, and other faculty members, and all my dear friends. Without whom it could not be possible to stay here. Thank you.
You made a very serious effort to understand one of the major problems of delivery in a very important sphere of our development discourse, and that is to create food security for those whom market is not helping and society is also keeping difficulties. Today, if you have to do it all over again, what will be your effort to make it a separate study, a different study? If you have to do it all over again, what are the issues which will be given more prominence? Because your conclusions are leading to believe that it is not only gender, there is something else operating. Yeah?
I have to look into the matter of implementation part of this.
So how will you do that? to look at the implementation part. At the moment you have talked to the beneficiaries or the target group. And they are the receivers of the delivery system. So if you have to study the problems of implementation, what else you have to do? You said that you will look at the implementation part. So what will you do more than what you have already done in a good work?
I have to find some alternative strategy to this system.
Okay. So what are the states? Here you said Madhya Pradesh is one of the really bad examples of malnutrition. Which are the states which are example of best practices or high nutrition? Because maybe that we learn something from there, that how they are being more inclusive, how they are being more successful. So which are better states in our country?
So, for example, Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu is a good example, very good answer. Yes. So what is there in Tamil Nadu?
Actually, they involve the community at ground level for the implementation.
How do they involve them? There could be possibility of NGO or Panchayati Raj representatives or cultural communities, religious communities. How do they do it? You have to study about it. But you rightly pointed out that Tamil Nadu is a great example of good delivery making a lot of difference about status of women. Yeah? Now the other question was that your conclusions are leading us to believe that the problem of food security is related not exactly with gender. Among women, there are some women who are much more affected, much more insecure. And they are women from scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. It looks like that there is intersection between gender and caste. So, theoretically, intersection approach, not a big concept like exclusion approach, but intersection approach makes it more relevant to make sense of who are better gainers and who are great losers. And then the policy becomes much more fine-tuned. Suppose you become the district magistrate or director of the ICDS Madhya Pradesh. How will you improve it? What will you do to make it better?
Previously, I found that that problem is because of that Anagwadi worker is the main pillar of the system.
Delivery mechanism. Okay.
But they do not about the this overall concept. They only involve themselves